North cannot keep challenging Southern leaders over development of their people, Suleiman insists. The spokesperson for AREWA organization, coalition of northern groups, Abdulaziz Suleiman, has lambasted governors from the northern region over the economic backwardness of their respective states. Abdulaziz Suleiman disclosed this while reacting to the governor's position on the value-added tax trouble between some southern states and the federal government. According to him, the position of the northern governors who are allying with the federal government is an indication that the governors have failed to move the region forward to a path of self-sustainability. He said this in an interview with The Punch. It is too early in the day to expect a reaction from us that as it will amount to prejudice for us to speak on a matter that is before the courts. We are watching the development. Be that as it may, the move has further exposed the bankruptcy of a vast majority of those who pose as northern leaders. They have failed to move the region onto paths of development. They have even failed to think together. They have even failed to get together, think together, the way their southern counterparts do. We cannot keep challenging initiatives by the southern leaders for the development of the people without initiating alternatives for our region. It is rather funny that I'll be clamoring for what is not mine. And I have the same resources. I have not made my own house better. I have the means to make my own house better. And I go over to somebody else's house. And not just that I want what the person has. I am condemning this person. This person, I'm condemning him in every ramification. And I still want what the person has. I don't understand. This is rather unfair. It's unfair. To say a lot of things and challenge the South. Everything the South do is what they challenge. Everything the Southerners do is wrong to the Northerners. Now all of a sudden, these Northerners now we still want out of the resources that these Southerners put their head together to generate revenue for themselves and added it to one that was allocated by the federal government. And then you still complain. Haba. Why don't the Northerners face their own issues with them? Instead of backbiting or challenging the Southerners for whatever they do, why not try and make things right in your place? Remove the speck of wood in your eye before removing the plank. Remove the plank of wood in your eye before removing the speck in another's. This issue is leaving issues that are pressing issues. We leave issues that we are supposed to do. We leave attending to our own issues. Then we go about carrying other issues on our head when our own issues are pressing upon us and needing our attention. A word is enough for the wise. Go and create a way for revenue or tax instead of sponsoring Boko Haram and bandits with the forward made for development in your state. Exactly my point. The Southerners put their heads together and make revenue, create more revenue for the states. They develop means to create revenue. And what is happening in the North? We keep hearing about how the government paid some bandits money to release paid ransom to some bandits to release people that have been kidnapped. We keep hearing the story. It goes on and on, channeling our resources to the wrong path. and we still come and we say to the Southerners, and we still say all sort of things against them. Why don't you do what is right for your state? Attack the issue there. Treat it. Let's just invest the energy now that you're using. Invest it in your state and watch it blossom just like that of the South. You cannot sit down, fold your arms, and discuss other states' issue and expect your state to work out like miracle. It can't be done. It's not done anywhere. Tell them they prefer to develop Dubai, Egypt, Morocco, Saudi instead of their own people. Exactly my point. Exactly. Well spoken. What else can a statesman say that motivates and at the same time could trigger positive responses from sleeping governors of northern states that are lazily depending on the southern counterparts, leaving the entire region and her people in abject poverty? Exactly my point. They keep on discussing the matters in states that doesn't concern them and leave their people wallowing in poverty. Very sad. I really don't know why we are fighting each other. God so much blessed this country from the north to the south to the east to the west. All we need are technocrats who will bring to bear all the mineral resources in this country to give our youths job and stop them from living the life of slaves outside. Life of slaves. Let us see each other as one indivisible family, and our leaders should stop being greedy and selfish. Exactly. It is the selfishness and the greediness of some of our politicians that put us in this mess. It is. You want to have it all, and apart from the fact that you want to have it all, you are not even ready to put in the work. You want to sit down and have manna thrown down from above to your laps. You talk about the development going in these states. You talk about how you want to be a part of, you want to reap where you do not sow, and you abandon your people and your state in abject poverty. This is not right. I mean, this is a wake-up call to everyone, not just to the governors. We now the masses that are going to be, we now the government that are going to be putting people in power come very soon. The elections are just so close. Please, I beg of you, I hope we are going to put our heads together and put in somebody that is going to represent us well, not somebody who will go and sit back and want others to work and him be the one to eat. Nobody has 10 heads. If the energy that is being used to say this is being put into work in the northern states, I believe they will have more than enough revenue to take care of things. If the energy being put in such small talks is put in the right direction, insecurity will be a thing of the past. We are going to move further and higher. But what do we have? Well, what do we have? People being elected, then they go into seats, go to their various states and sit down. No one is willing to work, but yet everyone is wanting to be served. And not just serve the best of what he or she does not work for. It is rather sad and disheartening. And I just pray that this wake-up call to our youths, that the election is coming again, not just our youth, to the people of Nigeria, to all of us. We would rather open our eyes, not allow ethnicity to blind us, tribalism to blind us, and any other tism to blind us. But we will do the right thing and put the right people who will not just sit, but would rather fold up their sleeves and get down to work. And we have come to the end of the news today. Thank you all for listening and have a pleasant day ahead.